Hello, everybody. Welcome here to Sports Talk Network. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome here to Talking Packers with Steve, specifically in the 2024 edition of the NFL Draft, which was come and gone through my birthday. I had a great birthday weekend, great birthday week, great birthday on the 25th exactly, obviously, with the NFL Draft. Had friends and family, had my new girlfriend, visiting and meeting my mom and my best friend all at the same time. She met a lot of people. But also, we were enjoying the NFL Draft. My best friend coming over, watching the draft, and we got our thoughts on what was round one, night one, and then of course night two, night three, and all of it. I'm here to give my grade for all 32 of the NFL in regards to NFL draft grades. Hope you all, like I said in the beginning, hope you all are doing well. Hope you all enjoy your team's draft, right? And just like any, well, just like any of the 32 teams here in the NFL, I'm sure you had some negatives and positives thoughts on your draft. Now, if you had all negative or all positive, I respect that too. But I would assume that most are kind of both, right? Trying to be impartial, but also be a fan of said team, and understanding the process for all the teams, even if it's the Chiefs, two-time defending champions, or like a friend of mine, Eric Reacts here on YouTube, fan of the Arizona Cardinals. Whatever spectrum you're on, you have hope and you have believe your team can make it happen this year for the playoffs, for Super Bowl, for anything positive. Either way, all 32. That's what I love about the beginning of a season. I know we're not there yet. We just came off the draft. But as we get there, and I'll bring it up when we get to the August next episode of Talking Package with Steve, when we do the predictions for all 32 teams and my playoff predictions and all that, like I did last year with some great guests. Maybe we'll have the same. That is great with everybody being obviously as it is. Start 0-0. Hope for all teams, all that. You know what I mean. It might not be saying the words out of my mouth as greatly as maybe others would. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean in the sense of like I enjoy that the hope for all 32, and to see how the season goes. And yeah, for some seasons it's over by week 10, or for some teams and their fan bases, and not. That's just how it goes. But hopefully all 32. I would love it to have a season where all 32, mathematically, logistically, in that sense, in my mind, how that works, with scheduling and all that. My point is, I would love to have all 32 teams still in the playoff hunt when week 12 arrives, let alone week 15, let alone 17. But, that just doesn't happen. That's how schedules work and play against each other, and someone has to lose. Unless most of every game are ties. And there's at least one tie per season in the last 6 years. Um, Someone can fact check that, but either way, it's great, it's fun, and I always look forward to the beginning of the season for that. Beyond for my Green Bay Packers, but for any team, and I've since I've been doing this podcast since 2010 or 2010, however you want to call it, say it. But of that year, I have gotten to know a plethora of great content creators, great YouTubers, great brothers and sisters in arms, in a sense, brothers and sisters, compadres, man, and awesome people that talk pro football, men and women there alike, whether they're in the big leagues in the sense of ESPN or otherwise, professionally, or here in this avenue of YouTube and content creators, as they're called. So, but great people, and I've gotten to get advice from them, have some on my show, be on their show, and all that, and just working with a group of people specifically here of the smaller YouTube channels, and trying to grow and build from there, and be great, and then building each other up, and all that, and teamwork, respect, and fandom. It's great. It's awesome. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you all are doing well, and hopefully you all are looking forward to your team's season this upcoming. But here I'm going to give my grades, like I said, for all 32 teams, um, and go from there. But like I said, it was a great draft. It was fun, entertaining, right? Had some surprises. And we also just had non-surprises that were cool. So I do say that the NFC North would be the most intriguing. I know I also say that as a Packer fan, being part of the NFC North, but still, it's going to be the most intriguing with our four quarterbacks we have now, and the Lions and Packers being the the seniors in the sense of quarterbacks because of the other two being drafted. Now the Packers are used to that in regards to the Brett Favre era and the Aaron Rodgers era being quote unquote the senior quarterbacks, the ones with grand pedigree. Jordan Love doesn't have that, but he does Stuart Page. My point is, it'll be a fun division. And the NFL as a whole will always be fun in its own right. So I look forward to that. I look forward to how that all will go. In regards to the NFL, in regards to all that specifically. But yeah, let's get started in regards to grading. We'll start with the Arizona Cardinals, who went with Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver there with their first round pick. Also, Darius Robinson at number 27. Pretty good draft overall for Arizona. Like I said, I have some friends that are Arizona Cardinals fans. Eric Reacts here on YouTube, and some people I've met on Twitter, or now called X. And my friend I have over there. So, Arizona Cardinals overall grade for the draft from their first pick to their last pick. That was pick 226, round 7. Jaron Davis, cornerback from Miami, Florida. So the U. But overall, I give the Arizona Cardinals an A- grade for their draft. The Atlanta Falcons next up here. As I go here chronological order, A to Z. Atlanta Falcons has drafted there with Michael Penix Jr. At least to most of the NFL community. Falcons fans, I'm sure, are maybe on different sides of the aisle. That conversation, the Falcons kind of take it from the Packers playbook in a sense of how they want to teach a young quarterback and all that. How their progression is going to go into the NFL. Michael Penix Jr. shall be interesting to see how he does moving forward. But from pick 8, round 1, to pick 197 of round 6, Zion, defensive line, Georgia, I give their overall grade a B- for the Atlanta Falcons overall. Not too bad of a draft. Baltimore Ravens, Nate Wiggins, one of the 8 correct I had for my mock draft of round 1. Him going to Baltimore there with that 30th pick of round 1, going to Clemson. Solid pickup there. Like I said, from that pick to pick 250 in the 7th round. Sanasi Kane, safety from Purdue in the Big Ten. I actually picked up 2 Big Ten players there at the end of their draft. Next back, inside O-line for Michigan State. Either way, though, Baltimore, pretty dang good draft. I give them the grade of a B+. The Buffalo Bills, they trade out of that first round, so their very first pick was pick 1 of the second round, so pick 33 overall. They're in the second round. Keon Coleman, wide receiver from Florida State, all the way down to their 221st overall selection, and round 7 for Buffalo. Travis Clayton, from England. And I give them their overall grade is a B- for the draft for the Buffalo Bills. Carolina Panthers turning back into round 1, because remember they had the number 1 overall pick. Then I went to Chicago because of the trade last season, all that, blah, blah, blah. But they go back into the first round, that pick 32, which was available because the Bills and the Chiefs traded it. The Bills and the Chiefs traded, and the Bills traded again. Then I went to Carolina there for the final pick of round 1. Xavier Legette, wide receiver, South Carolina. Not going far to go to Carolina for the Carolina Panthers. They're a solid pick. So from their first pick there, pick 32 in round 1, to pick 240 of round 7, Michael Barrett, linebacker from Michigan. It's a good pick. I mean, I look forward to seeing how well it does. He seems fun. Very active linebacker. Seeing how he's able to transition to the NFL. Overall, I give them a grade of a C+ for the Carolina Panthers. Next, the Chicago Bears. Like I talked about, the mighty NFC North. Caleb Williams, pick 1, round 1, overall pick, quarterback, USC, all the way to round 5, 144, Austin Booker, DL, defensive lineman from Kansas. Bears, solid draft, and they got a wide receiver also in the first round, pick 9, Rome, only is in wide receiver Washington. So, great solid pickups there. So actually, I give the Bears a draft grade of an well. They did pretty dang well. Give them a draft grade of an A plus. There for the Chicago Bears. Cincinnati Bengals from Amarius Mims, offensive tackle Georgia, pick 18, round 1. To pick 237, round 7, Matt Lee from the U from Miami. Bengals, good pick. Some interesting ones overall. But definitely give them a good grade. Giving them a grade of a B there. Then the Cleveland Browns, from their first pick, their pick 54 in the second round, Michael Hall Jr., defensive lineman from Ohio State, all the way down to pick 243 in the 7th round. Jawan Briggs, defensive lineman from Cincinnati. Going there, I give them a grade of a B plus for the Browns. The Dallas Cowboys from pick 29, round 1, Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. To pick 224, round 7, Justin Rogers, defensive lineman, Auburn. I give the Cowboys a grade. I'll give the Cowboys a grade of a C plus. Give them a C plus grade. For the Denver Broncos, round 1, pick 12, Bo Nix, quarterback, Oregon. All the way to pick 256 in the 7th round, Nick Gagliano, from South Carolina. Great pickups there. Giving them the grade of an A minus for the Broncos. Next up, the Detroit Lions, as we move forward here chronologically. Round 1, pick 24. Aaron Arnold, cornerback, Alabama, all the way down to 210 overall. Pick number, or in round 6. Christian Magani, from Boston College. Giving them a grade of a B plus for the Lions. Next up, the Green Bay Packers, my team. Might as well just get to it. We had Jordan Morgan, offensive tackle, Arizona. Adrian Cooper, linebacker, Texas. Javon Bullard, safety from Georgia. Marshawn Lloyd, running back from USC. Tyron Hooper, linebacker, Missouri. Evan Williams, safety, Oregon. Monk, IOL from Duke. Gaetano Oladipo, cornerback from Oregon State. Travis Glover, the tackle from Georgia State. Michael Pratt, quarterback from Tulane. See some awesome videos about him. That dude can sling it. And Kalen King, so we get another King in our cornerback room. But this time, Kalen King, cornerback from Penn State, Big Ten represent, coming to the Badger State as a Green Bay Packer. And since I'm talking about my team, since I did share what the picks from pick 25 overall, round 1, to pick 255, round 7 for Green Bay, I'll give grades for each and every pick. I did already say them in order, but the grades in order would be B minus, B plus, A plus, A minus, C plus, B, A minus, A, C, and B plus overall, giving them an overall grade of a B plus for the Green Bay Packers and my team. Great pickups. Somewhat surprised in regards to the first pick that we picked up there, Jordan Morgan. It was for need, but the name, didn't jump out to me. I was surprised. I know my buddy who was here surprised. I learned that my girlfriend, her team is the Chiefs, so that was interesting. The Chiefs, and also enjoying Iowa and Texas in regards to colleges. But anyways, B plus for Green Bay Packers. Moving on to the Houston Texans. I have some awesome friends that are Texans fans. From their first pick, that was pick number 42 overall. In round 2, Kamari Lassiter, cornerback from Georgia, to pick 249 of the 7th round. Ladarius Henderson, IOL from Michigan. I'll give them a grade of a B plus there for the Houston Texans. For the Indianapolis Colts, Natu edge from UCLA, pick 15, round 1, all the way to their final pick of 234 overall, round 7. Joano Laludu, edge from Oklahoma. A solid draft there, actually, for them. and giving them a grade of a B plus. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team I have much respect for, from pick 23 overall, round one, Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver of LSU, to the final pick of 236 overall in round 7, Miles Cole, linebacker from Texas Tech. I'll give the Jaguars a grade of an A minus of their draft. Very well done in my eyes. Then the two-time reigning defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, my girlfriend's team, as I learned on draft night on my birthday. But anyways, pick 28 overall, round 1, Xavier Worthy, wide receiver Texas, all the way to their final pick of 248, round 7, C.J. Hansen, Iowa from Holy Cross. The Chiefs, very strong grade. I give them a grade of an A minus overall for their draft. Next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers there. Oh, hey, that's on Terrell. Sorry, I just saw your comment here as I was just obviously my notes and doing things. But yeah, awesome. And hello. But yeah, welcome to subscribe, ring the bell, all that. And yeah, happy birthday to you, son, for tomorrow. But yeah, great stuff in regards to the NFL as I go back to my notes here. For the LA Chargers, like I said, Joe Alt, or offensive tackle of Notre Dame, pick 5, round 1, all the way down to their final one, 253 overall, round 7. Cornelius Johnson, wide receiver from Michigan. Hey, I would love to, for those that are watching live, welcome to share this, clip some stuff, share on Twitter, let people know about this channel. Maybe out of nowhere I can get 100 to 300 new subscribers by tomorrow afternoon. Who knows? Probably not. But I'm just saying, love to build the fan base, love to build the community. Great people talking NFL. As I'm getting to know more and more people in this community as well. That's how football, on YouTube and other ones. Great stuff. I mean, also with my show, for all the listeners out there on Spotify, enjoying stuff there. But yeah. Sorry, just checking something. But yeah, for those picks for the Chargers, giving them a grade of a B plus. Great job for the Chargers. Heading on to the Los Angeles Rams, pick 19, round 1, Jared Verse, edge Florida State. To pick 254 overall of round 7, KT Livingston of the tackle Kansas State. Give them the grade of a B minus there for the Rams. Next being the Las Vegas Raiders, pick 13, round 1, Brock Bowers, tight end Georgia. To pick 229 overall, round 7, MJ Devonshire, cornerback from Pittsburgh, giving them a grade for the Raiders of an A. Very well done there for Las Vegas and the Raiders. Miami Dolphins, from pick 21 overall, round 1, Chop Robinson, edge Penn State, to the final pick for them. Pick 241 overall, round 7, Washington, wide receiver USC. But yeah, give me the Dolphins an overall grade of a B plus for them. For the Minnesota Vikings, from their pick 10 overall, 10th overall, round 1, J.J. McCarthy, quarterback Michigan, to their pick 232 in round 7, Levi Drake Rodriguez. He was a lineman from Texas A&M University Commerce. Giving the Vikings a grade of a B plus. Very not too bad. Shabby of a draft for them. New England Patriots, from the 3rd overall pick of round 1, Drake May, quarterback from UNC, to their final pick of 231 overall, round 7, Raheem Bell, tight end. Excuse me. Florida State there. Give them a grade of an A minus for the Patriots. New Orleans Saints from the 14th overall pick of the round one. He's a Hugo offensive tackle, Oregon State, to their final pick of 239 overall, round 7. Josiah Ezram, Iowa from Eastern Kentucky. Give them a grade of a B minus for the New Orleans Saints. For the New York Giants, 6th overall pick in round 1, Malik Neighbors, wide receiver LSU, to their final pick, which is pick 183 of the 6th round, Darius Salvi. Linebacker UCLA, giving the Giants an overall grade of a B plus. So there for the Jets. Pick 11, round 1, Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle, Penn State, to pick 257, round 7. Jalen Key, safety from Alabama. I give the Jets a grade of a B plus for their draft. Very well done. Philadelphia Eagles, pick 22 overall, round 1. Quinton Mitchell, cornerback Toledo, to their final pick of 190 in round 6. Dylan McMahon. Hey, Dylan McMahon, is that related to the McMahon family? Iowa from NC State. No, I think that's maybe he is. But Dylan McMahon. Give them a grade of a B plus for the Steelers. For the Eagles. Moving on to the Steelers. Pick 20 overall, round 1. Troy Foyantu, Iowa from Washington. So their final pick is 195. And round 6, Ryan Watts, cornerback, Texas. I give the Steelers their overall grade of a B minus. Of their draft. Next being the Seattle Seahawks. From their first pick was 16th overall, round 1. Byron Murphy the second, he's lineman from Texas. All the way to pick 207, 6th round, Mike Gerald, and giving them a grade of a B minus for the Seahawks. But hold on one moment. All right, sorry about that. Had to take a break there. Family came over out of nowhere, so well, family member, but yeah. All right, so let's move on to the San Francisco 49ers. From their first pick, that was 31st overall, round one, Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver from Florida. To their final pick, which is pick 251 of the seventh round. Tina Bethane, linebacker from Florida State. But yeah, giving the 49ers a grade of a B plus there for San Francisco. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers from pick 26, first overall, Graham Barton, Iowa from Duke. To the last pick, 246, round 7, Devin Cope, tight end from Washington. The Buccaneers a grade of a B minus overall for their draft. Next, for the Tennessee Titans, seventh overall pick of round 1, J.C. Latham, offensive tackle, Alabama. To the final pick was 252, seventh round, Jalen Harrell, linebacker from Michigan. Give the Titans a grade of a C plus overall for their draft. The Washington Commanders, pick 2 overall, second overall pick, round 1, Jaden Daniels, quarterback, LSU. To the Commanders' final pick of pick 222 of round 7, Javonte Jean, he was a lineman Notre Dame, that name familiar, but giving the Commanders a grade. And having Luke McCaffrey as well, wide receiver Rice, giving them a grade of an A plus. A well done draft for the Commanders. Does that automatically mean that they're the kings of the ball in the draft? That they're going to be the final 2 teams standing at the Super Bowl in the NFL, let alone the NFC? Maybe not, but that's just my opinion on how they did with the draft. Yeah, that's all the teams there. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I just love the NFL draft, and But yeah, it was great. All right, sorry for the interruptions there, but overall, it was a great draft. It was tons of fun. I wish I was able to have some guests on the show here today in regards to reviewing the NFL draft, but just wasn't in the cards. It is what it is. And but though I do appreciate all guests and all people watching over the 10 years plus, I've done this since 2010, like I said, so 14 years. Just work hard, keep doing what I do. If I did more content, if I actually did like other YouTubers do and put in the grind truly as much as they do, I may say it pan out more that like they do. But for me, when it works for my schedule and for myself and my own sanity as well, in different ways, and in general, for me, of an NFL season, I do pre-draft, post-draft, and then not again until a week before in regards to predictions of all 32 and the season. And then week one, and then all the way through the Super Bowl and Super Bowl review being the end of the season, closing the chapter on said season, and then doing it again. So all in all, though, I hope you all enjoyed the NFL draft, enjoyed your team's draft picks, and yeah, welcome to let people know. Welcome to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Also for the listeners out there on Spotify, welcome to follow and ring that bell, I guess. And yeah, definitely. Well, I guess you can do reviews over there. Welcome to share it to others. And above all else, as always, take care.